The following is a presentation of WCMP Sports, local sports.
Past the 25, to the 20, to the 15, he's gonna high step into the end zone, touchdown!
Their wide receivers split each side.
He's still going into the end zone.
East Central Minnesota, the action starts now. To bring you the call, here's Ethan Game Day Gilman.
And good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Hinckley, Minnesota, where we are at Brennan Field for the site for this evening's Eastern Mini League game between the Nowthen Knights and your Hinckley Knights. I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman out here at beautiful Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota. It should be a good one here tonight. Hinckley and Nowthen going to be going at it here in just a few minutes. First pitch set for about 7:30. Both teams have already taken their infield warm-ups. Now they are just resting, waiting for the umpires to get here. Then we'll have our managers meeting at home plate, and then we will be set to go for this evening's game. Beautiful night for some baseball. Not too bad out. It's got a nice breeze out there as well, sitting near that 70-degree mark, just above 70 degrees. No clouds to be saw, and it is a beautiful night for some baseball. That wind picking up just a little bit, but I don't think it will play too big of a factor here this evening as we get set to take a look at both of these teams here tonight in this Eastern Mini League matchup. The Knights, both Knights, the Nowthen Knights and the Hinckley Knights going at it. The Hinckley Knights play out of the Eastern Mini North Division. The Nowthen Knights play out of the Eastern Mini South. Nowthen is 0-2, having only played 2 games thus far, giving up 20 runs and only scoring 9. Again, they are 0-2. But on the other side, Hinckley Knights, they have played plenty of games. In fact, they've played 9 games compared to the Nowthen 2. Hinckley Knights, though, are on a 2-game win streak. They are currently 4-5 overall, but 2-0 in the Eastern Mini League. So not a bad start to the Eastern Mini season for them, as in the Eastern Mini League they have scored 12 runs and only given up 1 in Eastern Mini play. So decent start for the Hinckley Knights, although they would like that record to look a little bit better in the games that are non-league games. But again, they play tougher competition anytime that they are able to, so that they can prepare themselves for the the postseason run, but the state tournament run is really what you're looking at, because you're going to play some of those teams are possibly going to see again if you make the state tournament. So, of course, classes have switched this year for the Eastern Mini League. We've got a new team in the Moose Lake Buzz. We lost the Ramsey Renegades because then they combined with the Elk River Lumberjacks. So a little bit of changes here in the Eastern Mini League this year. We kind of knew about that last year, where we had talked with the Knights manager, Ted Haas, about some of the changes that had been implemented last year and that were up and coming for this year. Of course, they moved up to Class B for this year. In fact, a majority of the teams in the Eastern Mini League are Class B. I think there was 1 Class A team and then a few Class C teams as well. But the Hinckley Knights are in Class B this year, moving up a class. And again, with the Moose Lake Buzz, they may in the future lose a little bit of pipeline from ESCO, but with the guys they already have from ESCO, those guys are allowed to be with the Knights because they had joined the team last year before Moose Lake had come in to the Eastern Mini League. So that is kind of how everything has looked so far this season. At the tops of each division in the North, it is the Princeton Panthers, off to a really good start, 4-2 overall, 4-0 in Eastern Mini League play. North Branch Nighthawks on the other side in the South. Man, I don't think anyone's seen this start coming. 4-0 and 4-0 in league play. So a very interesting start for the North Branch Nighthawks. We're used to seeing the Isani Redbirds up there towards the top, but now it's Chisago Lakes and North Branch towards the top. Towards the beginning of the season, usually we've seen St. Francis there. Elk River's even been there at the beginning of the season. But for North Branch and Chisago to be there in the South at the top, that's a little bit of an interesting difference there for these two teams. So we are going to get ready for this one. We're getting our starting lineup. So while we do that, we'll take a quick commercial break.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Whether you're trying to stay loose or just trying to tweak your swing, here's the pitch in North Branch as the area's premier batting cage. Get in for some swing time with their top-of-the-line pitching machines, or bring the whole team to the 4,000-square-foot practice space. Here's the pitch in North Branch, air-conditioned, top of the line, local. Find Here's the Pitch off I-35 in the North Branch outlets.
Minnesota Twins baseball.
Twins 2, Blue Jays nothing, ninth inning. The 0-2 to Varsho. He struck him out! Twins win! Twins
Every
win!
hit, home run, or strikeout on the boat, on the lawnmower, or at work. All the action is right here.
This is Royce Lewis.
This is Ryan Jeffers.
Hey, Twins fans, this is Rocco Baldelli. You can catch Twins baseball all season long right here
The Twins!
on Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
And we are back, getting ready for first pitch here in Hinckley between the Hinckley Knights and the Nowthen Knights. Again, scheduled for about 7:30 here. Currently 7:21. So we talked before the break. Hinckley Knights have won their last two games. They're currently without a loss in Eastern Mini League play. The Nowthen Knights have only played 2 games up to this point in the season and have lost both games, giving up 20 runs and only mustering up 9 runs for themselves. So that is what they look like. On the mound pitching for the Hinckley Knights this evening is going to be Dylan Marcialonis. He'll be on that mound. And then doing the catching duties is number 32, Bryce Hipp. Corey Schmidt is over at second. At first is Cody Gustafson. At short is, I can't quite see. Of course, third is Isaiah Haas. We know that. In left, it is number 18, Max Sickler. In center, Griffin Steele. And in right, it is number 5, Bryce Erickson. We're just trying to find out who the shortstop is here this evening. That's 23, so that's Sam Haugen. So Haugen will be the shortstop for the Hinckley Knights this evening. Game day coming out here at Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota. They've got two numbers retired, the 16 and 17 for their team. And leading off for the Nowthen Knights is going to be number 28, Dustin Rode. Rode, a veteran of this league. Been with the Knights for a good chunk of time. So Dylan Marcellonis with the first pitch in there for strike one, and first pitch comes at 7:23. The 0-1 on the way for Marcellonis is swung on and hit out towards right center. And the center fielder Griffin Steele makes the catch for out number one. Pop up for out number one, and now coming to the plate is number 19, Tyler Hellerstedt. First pitch to him is in there for strike one. Swing and a miss on the second pitch, and he's down 0-2. Next one for Marcellonis on the way, and that stays above the letters for ball one. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Hellerstedt. And the 1-2 on the way. In there on the outside part of the plate for strike three, and he will go down looking as out number two. And then now coming to the plate will be number 40, Grant Gotaska. First pitch to him is going to be low for ball one. So 1-0 for Kotaska. Next pitch is swung on, hit towards the third baseman and shortstop. It's going to actually get through both. It's going to get by both, and that'll be put a runner on here for the Nowthen Knights. And now coming to the plate will be number 11, Matt Johnson. It's 2 down here. Runner on first in the top of the first inning. The pitch from Marcellonis in there for strike one. The 0-1 to Johnson, just inside for ball one. Marcellonis readies. And the pitch. Outside in the dirt, it gets away from the catcher hip, and the runner from first moves to second on the pass ball. So with 2 down, that runner moves to second now for Matt Johnson, and the count moves to 2 balls and 1 strike. Marcellonis readies, and here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. That evens it up. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at first, or excuse me, runner at second. As Marcellonis looks to get out of the first. Pitch on the way. And that got him. He'll go down looking for out number 3. Well, 1 hit, no runs from that 1 hit, and no errors by the Hinckley Knights. And that does it for the top of the first inning. So we'll move to the bottom of the first inning. No score between these two teams. As we take a look at who will be on the mound for the Nowthen Knights, it's number 38. Hinckley, after winning 2 in a row with tonight's game, trying to make it 3 in a row and three more wins in the Eastern Mini League. That's what they'll try and do here this evening. Their catcher this evening is 11, Matt Johnson. Max Sickler will lead it off for the Knights of Hinckley. Gonna be tough tonight. Both of these teams are called the Knights, so I have to call them by their town names. But it will be Max Sickler leading it off for Hinckley. As Sickler steps into the batter's box, here's the first pitch to him. That one is swung on. First pitch swinging for Sickler. That is out into the gap in right field. And Sickler's rounding first. Is he going to go for 2? They're waving him to third. Rounding second and sliding into third safely. And Max Sickler starts it off with a triple. A leadoff triple for Hinckley. Well, can't start it much better than that if you're Hinckley. Maybe a home run is the only better way to start it. But for Hinckley, a triple from Max Sickler. And now it's Sam Haugen into the plate, or into the batter's box, rather. Sam Haugen. He looks at the first pitch inside to him for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. That's high above the letters for ball 2. 2-0 count for Sam Haugen. That one swung on and hit out deep towards center. That one's going back a ways, and it is at the wall. It hits the wall, and Sickler will jog his way to the plate, and now Haugen rounding second, and he's going to get into third with a stand-up RBI triple. Back-to-back triples, and one of them an RBI for Sam Haugen, and the Knights with an early lead, 1-0. Jumping all over the ball early in this one are the Knights, and now coming to the plate is Corey Schmidt, the second baseman. And he leads the team in home runs this year with 2 so far. And he gets a piece of this one, pops it up into foul territory, and it is actually going to go out of play. So it'll be strike 1. 2 home runs for Corey Schmidt to lead the team this year. And he also leads the team in RBIs with 7. Behind him is Bryce Hipp and Bryce Erickson, each with 5 apiece. Here's Corey Schmidt with the 0-1. In the dirt, bouncing, but the catcher makes a nice stop. Again, their catcher today, Matt Johnson. 1-1 for Schmidt. Pitch on the way. And that one stays high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now for second baseman Corey Schmidt. Coming up behind him is the third baseman, Isaiah Haas. Here's the 2-1. Stays high, and it's ball 3. 3 balls to 1 strike for Corey Schmidt. The first 2 batters both hit triples. Sam Haugens was an RBI. Here's the pitch. Schmidt gets another piece of this one. It is popped up out in center. And it is caught, but Haugen is going to tag, and this will wind up being a sac fly for Corey Schmidt. So that is out number 1, but it does score a run. And now coming to the plate is Isaiah Haas. So with 1 down, 2 runs have scored for the Knights. Haas, this one softly up towards the shortstop. Makes the grab. Throw on to first is in time for out number 2. So just as quickly as they get those 2 triples, they quickly get 2 outs. And now at the plate is number 13. That is Dylan Marcellonis. He's the pitcher here this evening for the Knights. First pitch to him, just outside for ball 1. Good eye by Marcellonis. The pitch. That one swung on and hit towards second. Oh, he bobbled it, and then the throw to first just does beat him. Marcellonis didn't get the cleanest out of the box. I think he was pretty sure that that was just going to be an easy out, but it was not, and unfortunately there, a little bit more hustle would have had him safe at first, but still 2 runs do cross for the Knights on 2 hits. No errors by Nowthen. And we move forward to the top of the 2nd inning here in Hinckley. Hinckley with a 2-0 lead over Nowthen. And we'll be back after a quick word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Aurelius Manufacturing has been providing innovative solutions to customers since 1926. Specializing in the production of custom welded hydraulic cylinders for over 40 years, our focus is on providing value to customers through innovative problem solving, quality workmanship, and customer service. Our team works with your team to develop designs that provide the most value for your application. We leverage technology and craftsmanship, turning designs into finished products quickly and accurately. Aurelius Manufacturing is a proud sponsor of.
And we're back here on Anthem Country, WCMP 106.5 FM, AM 1350, WCMPradio.com, with a live video for this evening's game between Nowthen and Hinckley. It's a 2-0 lead for Hinckley on their home field. Again, 2 wins in the Eastern Mini League. They try to make it 3 here this evening. They're on a 2-game win streak as well. They look to make it 3 with a win here tonight. As Nowthen gets ready to head to the plate. Get our final throwdown from the catcher, and we're set to go. So now at the plate for Nowthen is number 20, Kevin Becker. Marcellonis readies, and here's the pitch. First pitch to Becker's in there, strike 1. Oh, 1 on the way for Marcellonis. Swung on and hit down the first baseline foul. And will roll towards the outfield grass, and it'll be an 0-2 count for Kevin Becker. After him will be number 8, Gavin Carey. Here's the 0-2 from Marcellonis. That one is swung on and fouled out of play. Well out of play into the parking lot. So Becker stays alive. 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That stays high for ball 1. One, 2 on the way. That one is swung on and popped up towards shallow left, but the shortstop is going to be there to grab it for out number 1. So nice grab there by Sam Haugen, and we have 1 down for Nowthen. And coming to the plate is Gavin Carey. Wearing some bright pink gloves this evening, easy to see. Swing and a miss on that one, hacking at the first pitch, but missing for strike 1. Barcelona's readies. Here's the 0-1. That's outside for ball 1. Now then in their navy blue jerseys, the white stripe right down the center of the chest and into the sleeves. 2 gray outlines. The white numbers outlined in gray. The navy blue letters outlined in gray as well. And then the white pants and the navy blue hat with the white front. 1-2 count now. This one right back at the pitcher, Marcelonis. He'll take it off the mound, jog, and underhand it to first for out number 2. That is a quick reaction there by Marcelonis. Definitely needed the quick reaction that time. Otherwise, might have been in a little bit of pain. But now coming to the plate is number 18, Evan Smith. Two down for Nowthen. And here's the pitch from Marcelonis. That's inside, ball 1. Here's the 1-0. And that stays high and inside for ball 2. 2-0 now for Evan Smith. Again, where's that number 18 for Nowthen? Here's the 2-0. That will stay low, and now it's a 3-0 count here for Evan Smith. Marcelonis wants to make it a 1-2-3, but in danger of walking the number, 6-7 batter. And that's going to be ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk for Evan Smith will bring to the plate number 27. That's Jesse Astrup. Astrup at the plate. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Astrup is a lefty here for the Knights. He's got that runner at first with 2 down. And that's ball 2 as that one is low below the knees. Time call here. Bryce Hipp will have a quick meeting on the mound with Marcelonis just to kind of talk about what's going on, give him that confidence, and let him know, hey, we're still good. We still got plenty to get this third out. Meeting is over. Hipp comes back behind the plate as they look for out number 3 here in the top of the second. Marcelonis fires that one in there for a strike 1. So that quick little meeting from Hipp and Marcelonis. So far, so good. This next one is swung on and foul tipped right into the glove for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. Runner at first here in the top of the second. Marcelonis readies. Here's the pitch. That one is swung on and fouled out of play a long ways out towards the football field. So Astrup gets ready to do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Marcellonis with the pitch. And this one fouled back and again out of play. So Astrup at least battling here. But Marcellonis trying to find a way out of the top of the second. Marcellonis glances at first. And the 2-2. And outside for ball 3 to run the count full. Marcellonis readies the full count pitch. Swung on and missed for out number 3. No hits, no runs, and no errors for the Knights. And we move down to the bottom of the second inning. It'll be the Knights' turn at the plate once again. Good start to the game last inning. Back-to-back triples. The second was an RBI, but then the next 3 would go 1, 2, 3. So it'll be 6, 7, 8 batters due up for the Hinckley Knights as they look to add on to their lead here. You look at the Nowthen lineup. At first is, of course, 28, Dustin Rode. Out and right, it's 18, Evan Smith. At third, it's 8, Gavin Carey. At second, it's 16, Ryan Olson. Can't quite see the number at short. Out and left, it's 40, Grant Kataska. And in center, it's 27, Jesse Astrup. At short, it looks like 19, Tyler Hellerstedt. But now at the plate will be number 5, the right fielder, Bryce Erickson. Erickson to lead it off, and he looks at that one outside, but still in the zone for strike 1. 0-1 on the way. Inside, and that's ball 1. That one makes his way to the backstop. So 1-1 now for Erickson. And the pitch. Low for ball 2. Two 1 on the way, just outside, and that's ball 3. (3-1) for Erickson. The pitch on the way. That one swung on and lined in between first and second, and that will be a leadoff single for Bryce Erickson. Bryce hip now coming to the plate. Quick time call. Courtesy runner at first for Erickson. And now at the plate, Bryce hip. And he looks inside for ball 1. And Erickson back at first. One-oh swung on and missed by hip. That'll be 1-1. Here's the 1-1, swing and foul out of play. Erickson back into the box with a 1-2 count. Runner at first, nobody out. Bottom of the second. And here's the pitch. This one swung on and fair down the third base line. That is perfectly placed by Hip. Hip going to round first, and they are going to send the runner from first, and the cutoff man drops it over there by third. So Erickson is going to come around for a run scored, and an RBI double from Bryce Hip. And now coming to the plate is number 36, Cody Gustafson. And the Knights now have a 3-0 lead. Getting all over this ball early and often. Looks like we're going to get a courtesy runner there at second. That'll be number 53, Caleb Hogberg. This one swung on and fouled out of play by Gustafson. One pitch on the way. Oh, and that gets Gustafson in the helmet. Thankfully, it looked like more of an off speed, so still not gonna feel great though. Well, a hit by pitch for Gustafson, and that brings to the plate Griffin Steele. Runners at first and second, nobody out. Bottom of the second inning. 3-0 lead for Hinckley. Here's the pitch to Steele. That one in there for strike one. Was dropped, but stays in a spot where no runners can advance. The 0-1, no, we'll get pitcher to step off the rubber here for a moment. Wants a quick word with the catcher. So the pitcher-catcher want to have a conversation on what they want to do. And the conversation over. Matt Johnson makes his way back behind the plate. Griffin Steele an 0-1 count. And the pitch to him. Showing bunt missing on the bunt attempt. And then the runner well, he had a chance to go to third as the ball was overthrown to the second baseman. It went to the outfield, but decided not to take that chance. Again, Caleb Hogberg out there on second. Plays it safe. Now an 0-2 for Griffin Steele. And the pitch on the way. That'll be ball one. Steele with the 1-2. That's outside, and the ball is going to get away from the catcher. This time it will allow the runners to advance. So now runners both in scoring position here with nobody out. And Griffin Steele now with an even 2-2 count. Here's the 2-2 pitch. And that will run the count full as that one misses the zone for ball three. And back to the top of the order after Steele to Max Sickler. And that one is going to be strike three, and that will get Griffin Steele down looking. And back to the top of the order for Max Sickler. Remember, he led it off with a triple last inning. Then it was Sam Haugen with an RBI triple. Got runners in scoring position and take just a base hit here. Well, this one's going to go out towards left center again. Deep left center. That one's back a ways, and it is at the wall. Hits off the wall. It'll be another RBI, at least double. He's rounding second into third, at RBI triple. 2-run triple there for Max Sickler. Wow. So Max Sickler having himself a night already. 2 triples and now 2 RBIs to go along with it. And now at the plate is Sam Haugen. Can he repeat what he did last inning with with another RBI triple himself? I mean, again, don't need necessarily a triple, but an RBI, you'd definitely take that again. This first pitch to him is ball 1. The 1-0 swung on and fouled back out of play by Haugen to move the count to 1-1. Well, Max Sickler was not wasting any time there at the plate. First pitch swinging, and he was about 5 feet short of a home run. This one in the dirt. And this one's going to roll away from the catcher, and the pass ball is going to allow Max Sickler to score the 6th run. So no RBI opportunity here for Haugen, but he still does have an opportunity to get that triple once again. So now 6-0 lead here for the Knights after the pass ball. And Haugen with a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch. And that stays high for ball 3. (3-1) for Haugen. Swung on in a hard grounder in between third and short, and that'll be another base hit for Haugen. Now 2 for 2 on the evening. And coming to the plate is the team leader in home runs, Corey Schmidt. So 1 down, runner at first here in the bottom of the second for Hinckley. Schmidt in the first inning had a sac fly RBI. That ball will stay high for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Just inside for ball 2. The 2-0 pitch to Schmidt. This one is fouled out of play. That makes his count now 2 balls and 1 strike. Runner at first, 1 down here in the bottom of the second. Knights have scored, or Hinckley has scored 4 runs so far. Here's the 2-1, and that'll be ball 3. 3-1 now for Schmidt. And that will be ball 4 as that one misses outside. So runners at first and second, and coming to the plate is the third baseman, Isaiah Haas. Haas for a couple of years in a row was the team leader in RBIs. This year a little bit of a good start with 3 so far. He's drawn 7 walks, which that does lead the team. He led the team with 1 triple up to this point, as this one is swung on and hit out towards right field. And, well, Sam Haugen thought about going to third, but a good throw in from the right fielder. So now, with 2 down, Dylan Marcialonis comes to the plate. Two down, runners at first and second. Here's the pitch. In there, strike 1, outside part of the plate. Last inning, Marcialonis grounded out to second. on one the second baseman actually misplayed. This one is swung on and popped up out towards center. Center fielder had to adjust, and he made the adjustment just in time. Otherwise, that was going to be getting down. But that is caught for out number 3. 4 hits and just as many runs. No errors for Nowthen. Well, that'll do it for 2 innings of play here at Brennan Field. The Hinckley Knights lead the Nowthen Knights 6-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. We're going to be right back after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Need a prescription or medication advice? Wellia Health's community pharmacies in Mora and Pine City are open Monday through Friday from 8:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Saturdays from 8 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Our friendly pharmacists are here to answer your questions and to help with prescription transfers. Call us at Pine City 320-322-5141 or Mora 320-679-3999 or visit welliahealth.org.
You gotta stop somewhere, so make a stop into the Holiday Station store in Pine City and start saving. Right now, get Red Bull 8.4 ounces, 3 for $6.50. Pringles are 2 for $5 and save $2 on 7th Avenue Pizza when you buy 2. Plus, introducing Lucky Days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Mention to the cashier, it's your lucky day, and get free items and discounts on drinks and fuel. Whoa! Keep an eye on social media to learn more. Better get into the Freeway Holiday Station store in Pine City.
Back here on WCMP. Don't forget to over on 100.9 FM, you can catch the Minnesota Twins game. Switch back and forth, why don't you? The Minnesota Twins playing the Texas Rangers here this evening. They're in the top of the 5th right now. Twins currently lead 3-2, especially after last night's game. They need a good game here today. They got trounced last night, to say the least. It was not pretty, but you can hear them and every Minnesota Twins game on 100.9 FM, WCMP. Anytime they got a game throughout the season, you can hear it right there. Now coming to the plate is the number 9 batter, number 16, Ryan Olson. He will be the leadoff man here, top of the 3rd. Marcellonis with the first pitch to him. In there for strike 1. Marcellonis readies, and the 0-1 on the way. That's outside, ball 1. 1-1 on the way for Marcellonis. Swing and a miss at that one by Olson, and that makes it a 1-2 count. Here's the 1-2. And that's low for ball 2 to even it up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Marcellonis with the 2-2. That's inside, and that runs the count full now for the leadoff man, Ryan Olson. Here's the pitch for Marcellonis on the full count. That's outside, and that's ball 4. So Ryan Olson gets the leadoff walk. He'll be at first, and now the order turns over to the top of the order for Dustin Rode. Let's see if we can't possibly find some career stats for Dustin Rode. I know he's got a lot of them. put it simply, Rode has a lot of stats. This one is popped up right to the first baseman, and he makes the grab for out number 1. So 1 down now for Nowthen. With that runner at first. And at the plate is Tyler Hellerstedt. First pitch is high, ball 1. Next one is swung on, and that's in the gap between first and second. That'll be a base hit and a slow roller to right, and Erickson's going to get there. So the runner from first only advances to second, but it is a base hit for Tyler Hellerstedt. And now to the plate, Grant Katoska. Katoska on the year, batting 143 with 1 RBI for Nowthen. First pitch to him, inside, ball 1, and this one gets away from hip, but kind of stays in a spot where almost, if you can have a perfect ball that leaves your glove, it stays where he would have a great angle to throw the runner from second out if he tried to take third, but does a smart thing and stays at his bag. Next one's in there for strike 1 from Marcellonis. One down for now then. Runners at first and second here, top of the third. Marcellonis with the pitch. Swung on, and this one a low one to the catcher, but he picks it up, throws to third, and gets the lead runner out for out number 2 as Katoska reaches on the fielder's choice. Still runners at first and second, but now 2 down for Nowthen. And coming to the plate is Matt Johnson. He struck out looking back in the first inning, as that he was out number 3 as well. First pitch on the way. Got a piece of it, and it goes foul. So Matt Johnson, an 0-1 count. Marcellonis readies. And the pitch. Stays high for ball 1. 1-1 now for Matt Johnson. Pitch on the way. That's outside, ball 2. Marcellonis on the season so far. 18 1/3 innings pitched with a 4.91 ERA. 16 strikeouts, which does lead the team this season. Swing and a miss there by Johnson, and that evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, runners at first and second for Nowthen. Marcellonis readies. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Got him swinging, and that is out number 3. Well, 1 hit, no runs, no errors by Hinckley. And that moves us to the bottom of the third, with the Knights looking to add even more onto their already 6-0 lead and possibly get that 10-run rule in. I think that's in the 7th, so if they can get to 10 by then, be an early night for everybody, especially during the week. No one would mind that at all. Take a look at some of the batting here for Hinckley as we get set to lead it off with Bryce Erickson. And Bryce on the season is batting .286 with 5 RBIs. Again, he is second on the team with 5, along with Bryce Hipp. But leading the way was Corey Schmidt. But adding a couple RBIs were Max Sickler and Sam Haugen. Each of them for Max Sickler, he had 3 up to that point, so he has what now? 5. And then for Sam Haugen, he had 2, and now he has 3. RBI as well for Bryce Hipp, and he now has 6, creeping up to Corey Schmidt with the team lead. But again, Haas led the team for a few years in a row, so far with 3 on the young season. But Corey Schmidt again leads the team with 2 home runs as well. 10 hits so far, Schmidt batting .294. Their leading batter in terms of average is Trevor Johnson with a .429 batting average. Then it's Ethan Martin with a .333. 6-0 lead here, bottom of the third. And again, leading it off is Bryce Erickson, the lefty. Into the batter's box. And the first pitch to Erickson. Swung on and laced out towards right field. That's going to 1-2 hop the wall. And Erickson with a leadoff double. What a hit there by Erickson. Absolutely killed that ball. Beautiful hit by Bryce Erickson with the leadoff double. And now it's Bryce Hipp. He had that RBI double last inning. So runner at second for Hipp. Here's the pitch. And that one bounces and gets away from the catcher. And Erickson will glide over to third with the pass ball. And for Hipp, that is a 1-0 count. Swung on and missed by Hipp. He was trying to go all the way with that one, but he misses for strike one. So a 1-1 for Bryce Hipp. Here's the pitch. And that one stays high for ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike. And Bryce Hipp on the season with a .200 batting average. Foul tips that one back behind home plate and evens up his count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hipp getting a practice swing in before he returns into the batter's box with a 2-2 count. Runner at third. Pitch on the way. And that's ball 3 to run it full. And the pitch. Got a piece of it just to stay alive, and he fouls that one out of play. Hipp with full count once again, and here's the pitch. That's outside, and Hipp draws the walk. So now I've got runners at the corners, nobody out for Cody Gustafson. Gustafson into the batter's box. And the first pitch on the way. That's low for ball 1. Next pitch is inside, ball 2. Hipp is down to second, and he is in there safe. Called safe, and he will steal second. Well, Bryce Hipp, it was a close play there, but the foot just got in underneath the tag. And runners now in scoring position. A 2-0 count for Cody Gustafson. And the pitch. That one in there for strike 1. So Knights in another great spot here to add on some more runs to their lead. Currently 6-0. Gustafson gives this one a ride. It's going to go foul and out of play for everybody, but straighten that one out, and it's probably another base hit that clears the runners on. So an even 2-2 count now for Gustafson. And the pitch. And he did just manage somehow to get a piece of that one to stay alive with a 2-2 count. So a 2-2 count once again for Gustafson. And here's the pitch. And he swings and misses at that one for out number 1. 1 down, runners in scoring position for Griffin Steele. And his last time at the plate, he struck out looking at a 1 close. That could have been ball 4 or strike 3, depending on the umpire you have. But here's the first pitch to Steele. Gives this one a ride, and I don't know if that one's going to be far enough for the runner at third to tag. Oh, it's going to pop out of his glove. Well, an error by the shortstop is going to allow the runner from third to score and allow Steele to reach first. It will keep Hip at second, but that will certainly hurt the confidence there for the shortstop. They will get a courtesy runner out there at second for Hip. That's going to be Caleb Hogberg again. But with the error, runners at first and second and only 1 down. Back to the top of the order, Max Sickler. He looks that one inside for ball 1. Sickler 2 for 2. 2 triples. 1-0 pitch. That one is, he pushes the other way. Says, I've done it every other way. Let's go right field. So he pushes it towards right, and that one's going to go, underneath the fence. And so that one goes under the fence, and he'll have to go back. The runner from first will have to go to third. Well, it's an RBI double anyways. For Max Sickler, give him another RBI. That's 3 on the day for him. It does score a run. The runner from first has to stop there at third because that ball went under the fence out of play. So runner still in scoring position, 8-0 for the Knights of Hinckley. And now at the plate, Sam Haugen, 2 for 2 today with an RBI triple in the first. Base hit last inning. And it's no 1 count. The pitch on the way. Watches that one go in there for 0-2. So 0-2 now for Sam Haugen. And the pitch. And good eye there by Haugen. Watch that one for ball 1. So 1-2. That one's low, and that's going to be even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the third, 1 down for Hinckley. Runners in scoring position. 2 runs have already scored. Here's the pitch. And Haugen gives this one a ride out towards left. It is deep, and it is gone. Sam Haugen adds on a few more runs with that 3-run home run. A 3-run home run for Sam Haugen. And that makes it 11-0. Well, him and Sickler have been close in their first 2 at-bats. But he finally puts one over the fence. We were just kind of waiting for one to go over, and finally we get one over from Sam Haugen, his first of the season. Still only 1 down, and now Corey Schmidt, the home run leader with 2 so far, looking to add on. First pitch. And that one is right back up the middle. Another base hit. This time for Corey Schmidt, his first of the game. Walked last inning, sac fly in the first, and now we're to Isaiah Haas. He's 0 for 2 so far, and man, in an inning like this, you'd love to see him be able to erase that 0 for 2 start and put one in play. First pitch to Haas. Oh, it got him in the back. Tried to turn away from it, but as he did, it hit him right in the back. So a hit by pitch will allow him to first, Schmidt at second, and now Dylan Marciulionis is at the plate. Marciulionis also 0 for 2 today, and again, he would like to erase that by putting one into play and maybe even scoring a run. Now we might see a change at the pitcher's spot. We'll have to wait and see. This is just a mound visit, or if his night will be over, and we'll wait and see. 5 runs so far here for the Knights, or Hinckley, I should say. They're both the Knights, but Hinckley Knights have scored 5 runs here this inning and currently have an 11-0 lead over Nowthen. So it's just a mound visit. Pitcher will continue. Got runners at first and second, 1 down, and again, Dylan Marciulionis at the plate for Hinckley. So far, 0 for 2. But again, man, wouldn't this be great for him to erase an 0 for 2 start by putting one into play here and really rattle Nowthen. So here's the first pitch to Marciulionis. It's outside for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. Just does get in there for strike 1. That was close. Marciulionis didn't quite like the call, but it is in there. 1-1 count now for Marciulionis. The pitch on the way. That's low, and that's ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike for Dylan Marciulionis. The pitch. Got a piece of it, and that's going to go foul and out of play. 2-2 count now for the Knights pitcher, Dylan Marciulionis. And the pitch. Got a piece of it. That's a little looper. Oh, what a play. A sliding grab by the second baseman for out number 2. So out number 2, and that brings up to the plate Bryce Erickson. The Knights have batted around. Hinckley Knights have batted around because we're back to Bryce Erickson, and he tries to spin out of it, and he is hit by the pitch. And now, bases are loaded, and Bryce Hip is supposed to be... Well, Bryce Hip had his catcher's gear on, so he's getting that off. Wondering where he was at, but here he comes. He makes his way out. Just had to get that catcher's gear off. So, 2 down for the Knights. Bases are loaded. Bryce Hip walked as the second batter in the inning. Then she came around to score. Swings and misses at the first pitch. Oh, 1. That one outside. Ball 1. And the 1-1 to Hip. That's ball 2. That one misses. Here's the 2-1 now. That one is going to get through the infield. A base hit, an RBI 2-run single. So that single will score 2 runs for the Knights. So runners at first and second. With 2 runs scoring, it's 13-0, and unfortunately here for Nowthen, looks like we have a little bit of an injury for the shortstop. Well, we're not going to speculate. We're going to take a commercial break.
Your journey to smile with your forever starts at Embrace Orthodontics. The team at Embrace is committed to providing world-class care and a remarkable orthodontic experience. Choose between custom Light Force braces or Invisalign clear aligners with locations in Pine City, Lindstrom, and Cambridge, and a plan to fit your budget, whether you have insurance or not. Embrace Orthodontics will make your smile journey comfortable, convenient, and customized just for you. Visit EmbraceMN.com today to find out how to set up your free exam. EmbraceMN.com. Embrace Orthodontics, a smile you will embrace forever.
Well, the shortstop, Tyler Hellerstedt, unfortunately trying to make the play out there, but came up gingerly, and unfortunately it looks like his night is going to be over. In some pain. Won't speculate as to what it is, but coming in his place is Rocco Olson. He'll wear the number 23. And he will take his place in the third. Maybe. No. So Olsen will go to third base. They'll move Road from first to short. And then they will move, Gavin Carey over to first. So that is the movements there for Nowthen. A 0-1 now for Cody Gustafson. It's quickly 0-2 for him as they try to get a couple more runs across here in the inning. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one low in the dirt for ball 1. Bottom of the third, 2 down, runners at first and second. Cody Gustafson at the plate with a 1-2 count. And the pitch. And that one is ball 2. So 2-2 count now for Cody Gustafson. Struck out first time around in this inning. Here's the pitch. That's outside, and that'll be ball 3 to run the count full. Full count pitch. Swung on and fouled back and out of play. So Gustafson stays alive with the full count. And the pitch. Oh, got him swinging again on the changeup, and that is out number 3. Well, a bunch of hits and a bunch of runs for Hinckley, and they lead 13-0 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. So we'll take a commercial break, and once we return, we will have the 4th inning of play for you here on Anthem Country 106.5 FM AM 1350 WCMP.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
Need reliable energy? Burnett Dairy Cooperative has you covered with top quality propane services. Whether you're heating your home, running your business, or firing up the grill, our propane is safe, efficient, and always dependable. Choose Burnett Dairy Cooperative Propane, your trusted partner for all things energy. Stay warm, stay powered, stay local.
A&W Restaurant Pine City is still making fresh root beer, that signature item since 1919. It's still made fresh and on-site with real cane sugar and a blend of secret ingredients. It doesn't get any better than this. Their world-renowned A&W root beer is a classic treat, and they can top it off with creamy vanilla soft serve to be known as the famous A&W root beer float. Now that's smooth, tasty, and refreshing. An American iconic A&W root beer float. It never tasted so good. A&W Restaurant Pine City. Come grab your root beer float today.
And coming in now as the new pitcher is Cody Gustafson after Marshall Owens went 3 innings. Gave up 2 hits. This one is going to be a hit here for the leadoff man, Kevin Becker. So a leadoff single there for Becker. And now coming to the plate, Gavin Carey. Carey 0 for 1, a ground out back in the second. Gustafson fires that one, going to be ball 1. Marcelonis moves over to first to replace Gustafson. So they just switch spots there. This one is fouled off by Carey, and now it's a 1-2 count. Gustafson with the 1-2 pitch. Gets out of the way. And it's ball 2. Even it up, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and miss on that one for out number 1. 1 down here for Nowthen, and Evan Smith making his way to the plate. This one's outside, ball 1. One 0 and swings at that one inside for strike 1. One now from Gustafson. In there, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes for Evan Smith. And that's going to be strike 3 looking. And out number 2. And now I think we've seen it'll be a new member. 39. That's last name Coleman. Not sure of a first name. This one swung on and fouled. So 0-1 count now for Coleman. 2 down, runner at first. That one swung on and hit out towards right. Erickson on the run makes the grab for out number 3. Well, 1 hit, no runs, no errors by Hinckley. And we move to the bottom of fourth. I should mention that taking Corey Schmidt's spot at second was Caleb Hogberg. So now we move to the bottom of the 4th, and it will be Griffin Steele to lead it off for the Knights of Hinckley. Got to remember they're both the Knights. Got to say their town name. 13-0 is the lead, and we will get a new pitcher here for Nowthen. The new pitcher will be number 99, Matt V. That's V-E-E. He'll be the new pitcher, as the other pitcher went 3 innings. Gave up 11 hits and 13 runs. Walked 2 and hit 1, 2, and 3. And struck out 1, 2, 3. So 3 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 hit by pitches, 11 hits, 13 runs for their pitcher, starting pitcher number 36. Now Matt V will come in, and leading it off for the Hinckley Knights will be Griffin Steele in the bottom of the 4th. Don't forget, every Friday morning on our morning shows, whether it's KBK Front Porch Morning Show with Adam Hefty or the 100.9 FM Morning Show with Josh Miron, you get your chance to win St. Paul Saints tickets. That's every Friday morning, your chance to text in and win a pair of Saints tickets. Again, that's every Friday during the morning shows on 100.9 FM and 95.5 FM KBK. So be sure to tune in to the morning shows on Friday mornings for your chance to win St. Paul Saints tickets. Griffin Steele to lead it off. Matt V, the new pitcher from Nowthen. Here's the first pitch from V. It's inside for ball 1. (1-0) for Steele. Got a piece of it and fouls it back. (1-1) now for Griffin Steele, leadoff man in the bottom of the 4th. Pitch from V. Outside, ball 2. (2-1) to Steele. Swing and a miss. That'll even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. For Matt V, he has pitched 5 innings this year for the Knights. 1.80 ERA. Allowed 6 hits, 1 run, and struck out 7. Got a piece of that one, did Griffin Steele, to stay alive. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Steele so far tonight 0 for 2. Struck out looking in the second and then reached on an error last inning. The 2-2 again. This one is swung on and hit out towards center. It is caught on the dive by the second baseman. Wow, what a grab there. That is number 23, Rocco Olson, with the diving grab. Incredible grab there by Rocco Olson. See if we can't get a replay on that one. My goodness, what a catch by Rocco Olson. Well, that is out number 1 in a SportsCenter top 10 sort of way. So now at the plate is Max Sickler, and he's watches strike 1. 3 for 3. 3 RBIs. Here's the 0-1. And he thought about it, does not swing though, and it's 1-1. 1-1 on the way from V. And that stays high, and that'll be ball 2. Two balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from V. Sickler gives this one a ride, but it goes foul and out of play. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from V. Low, and that'll run the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down for the Knights in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss by Sickler. That's out number 2. So now coming to the plate is Sam Haugen. 3 for 3 himself. 4 RBIs with that 3-run home run back last inning. Two down, and the first pitch on the way. That's ball 1. One 1-0 pitch. Ooh. Inside, called strike one. One. And a kind of half-hearted swing and miss from Haugen to make the count 1-2. 1-2 pitch to Haugen. That's going to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down for the Knights of Hinckley. And the pitch to Haugen. Swing and miss. Well, for the first time here tonight, the Knights don't even get a hit. Don't even put anyone on base. No hits, no runs. No errors there by Nowthen. And we move to the top of the 5th. Let's go ahead and take a look and see if we don't have that instant replay on that catch. Looks like we don't. Well, unfortunately, didn't get to it in time, but what a catch there for out number 1. That kind of set the tone for the inning for Nowthen. 5th inning coming your way after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Hey there, neighbors. Matt Winsan, CEO Burnett Dairy. Farmers are the people that wake up before the sun, who battle the elements, and tend to their crops and herds with a passion that runs deep in their veins. At this time, I would personally like to thank the farmers. From all of us at Burnett Dairy Cooperative to all of our incredible farmers, thank you. Burnett Dairy Cooperative. Real farms, real flavor.
And we're back at Brennan Field in Hinckley, Minnesota for the top of the 5th. Knights lead the... Hinckley does lead Nowthen 13-0. And at the plate is not number 16, Ryan Olson. Instead, it's number 14. And number 14 is Trey Webetto. And Webetto now with a 1-1 count. Got a piece of that one and fouls it back. And a 1-2. Again, Cody Gustafson out there on the mound pitching. And taking over at second last inning was Caleb Hogberg. The 1-2 pitch to Webetto. That one is swung on and fouled down the right field line. Here's the pitch. That one again lined foul. For Webetto on the season. That's going to be ball 1. But again, for Webetto this season so far for him, batting .500 with 2 RBIs. This one is going to be foul down the third base line. And he'll keep himself alive with a 1-2 count. Gustafson with the pitch. That one swung on and just going to get by Hogberg there at second for a leadoff single. And now come to plate, Dustin Rode. Runner at first. The leadoff man to the top of the order for Nowthen. First pitch in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1. Outside. Ball 1. That one gets away from Gustafson, but he gets it, and Webetto was thinking about going, but 1-1 on the way. That's low for ball 2. Two one. That one stays high. 3 balls, 1 strike to Dustin Road, 0 for 2 this evening. 3-1, swung on, and Isaiah Haas will grab it at third, throw over to first in time for the first out. So 1 down, runner at second now, and to the plate is Rocco Olson. And we'll see how Olson's feeling at the plate. Remember, he made that highlight reel catch out there in shallow center. And spins out of the way of that one for ball 1. One 0 from Gustafson in there to make it 1-1. Gustafson with the 1-1 pitch. Got a piece of it, and it will go foul. So 1-1 turns into 1-2 for Rocco Olson. Runner at second, and 1 down. The 1-2 swung on and just past Caleb Hogberg. This has a chance to score a run, and it will. Well, the shutout for the Knights of Hinckley will not continue, as Nowthen scores a run on the single there from Rocco Olson. Now at the plate, Grant Katoska. Still only 1 out for Nowthen. Pitch from Gustafson is swung on and fouled down the third base line. Pitch inside. Make it a 1-1. The 1-1 swung on and missed for strike 2. One ball, 2 strike. Gustafson. That one swung on and fouled. So again, a 1-2 for Katoska. Runner at first, 1 down. That one stays high, and that's going to even up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes for Katoska. That one softly hit to the shortstop. Underhands to second for 1. They're not going to get the runner at first. So they'll get the lead runner there at second for 1, and then Katoska will reach on the fielder's choice. 2 down for Nowthen, and at the plate is number 6, Nate Williams, who will come into bat for Matt Johnson. And the first pitch to him is in there, strike 1. Runner at first, 2 down. Swings and misses that one outside, and 0-2 count. And the pitch from Gustafson. And that'll be ball 1. One, 2. Swung on, hit right back up the middle, off the mound, throw to first in time for out number 3. Well, 2 hits, 1 run for Nowthen, and no errors there by Hinckley. And we will move to the bottom of the 5th. Hinckley leading over Nowthen 13-1 on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard. We'll take commercial break. Be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country WCMP.
Brad here from Lee's Pro Shop in Pine City. We're a full-service lettering shop with a full line of athletic supplies for any sport. We have professional staff here at Lee's Pro Shop to customize your orders. We are the pros who specialize in athletic apparel and equipment. We even do trophies and awards as well as computerized engraving in the store. Let Lee's Pro Shop help you with any athletic apparel. Lee's Pro Shop, servicing our communities since 1973, where the passion for sports begins.
The truth is, you don't have to be an athlete to need physical therapy. Car accidents, work accidents, and simply aging can take its toll on our bodies. Physical therapy consultants have merged their Isani and North Branch clinics, but are still providing athletic training services to North Branch High School, and they can help you heal. Services like massage therapy, orthopedic care, and more, physical therapy consultants can help. Call Physical Therapy Consultants at 1-888-THERAPY.
Are you ready to get back to doing what you love? Whether it's recovering from an injury or preventing one, Wellia Health Sports Medicine Team is here to help. From kids to adults, we specialize in treating sports injuries, including concussions. We're here to get you back to peak performance. Call us today at 320-679-1313 or schedule an appointment through MyChart. Visit welliahealth.org.
Leading off now, the bottom of the 5th for Hinckley is Caleb Hogberg, wearing number 53. That one's in there for strike 1 to Hogberg from Matt V., the pitcher for Nowthen. The 0-1 on the way. Got a piece of it, and he'll foul it out of play. Will Hogberg. Hogberg with an 0-2 count. Here's the pitch from V. Got a piece of it, and it rolls to the shortstop. Throw on to first is in time for out number 1. One down now for Hinckley, and coming to the plate is Isaiah Haas, the third baseman. 0 for 2 today, was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Here's the pitch. And Haas looks at that one low for ball 1. Here's the 1-0 to Haas. Inside ball 2. On the way. And that leads to a 3-0, that one outside. And the pitch to Haas is ball 4. And he draws the walk there. And now coming to the plate is number 13, Dylan Marcellonis. And the pitch swung on, hit right back up the middle, and it's going to get through for a base hit for Marcellonis. And then as it gets to the center fielder, it went under his glove. And Haas will just stay at second. Won't risk going to third for an out. So runners now at first and second, 1 down, and Bryce Erickson to the plate. Pretty good day for him so far. 2 for 2 and was hit by a pitch back in the 3rd. Came around to score twice. The first pitch to him is in there, strike 1. 0-1 on the way. Erickson, that one does hit him as it gets right in front of the pitcher, so it will be foul ball and an 0-2 count now for Bryce Erickson. Oh, 2 for Erickson. And the pitch from V. Oh, Erickson just does foul that one off to keep himself alive. Stays 0-2. Here's the 0-2 again to Erickson. Got a piece of that one. Lines it down the right field line. And that will score 1. And Erickson with the RBI single. And we have runners at the corners. 1 down. And Bryce Hipp coming to the plate. So it's 14-1. First pitch to him. Swing and a miss. Runners at the corners, 1 down. Bryce Hipp, 0-1 count. V readies, and here's the pitch. And this one is swung on and fouled out of play. So this now an 0-2. And V with the pitch. And that's going to be ball 1. So now for Bryce Hipp, a 1-2 count. Runners at the corners. And the pitch from V. Inside, ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes for Hipp. This one just foul off the third base line and would have scored 1. So the count stays 2 balls, 2 strikes for Bryce Hipp. Trying to put one in play. So he has 3 RBIs on the evening. Like to add a few more. And he fouls this one back and out of play. So he keeps himself alive. And battling here with 1 down. 2-2 again for Hipp. And this one will stay fair down the third base line. And it will score 1. So another RBI here for Bryce Hipp. Runners now at first and second for Cody Gustafson. $15-1, the Knights of Hinckley lead on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. And that one's in there for strike 1 to Gustafson. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. For strike 2, and the throw down to first, but Hipp is back, and the first baseman was well off. Oh, 2 pitch to Gustafson. Swing and miss. Throw back again. Gets him. Hit him in the body, it sounded like. So the strikeout for Gustafson is now out number 2. 2 down for Griffin Steele. He's 0 for 3, reached on an error back in the 3rd. And the pitch to him. First one's outside, ball 1. The 1-0. Steele bouncing one. Foul off the third base line. A 1-1 for Griffin Steele. With 2 down, runners at first and second. 1 run would finish off this game for the Knights of Hinckley. That's outside, and that will be ball 2. And the 2-1 to Steele. Soft one to third, and he just steps on the bag for the 3rd out. Well, the Knights score 2 more runs on 3 hits. And no errors there for Nowthen. And we move to the 6th inning where Hinckley trying just to finish this one off with 1 more run due to the 15-run rule. But we'll have to wait at least 1 more inning. We're now to the 6th, and we'll be back with the top of the 6th after a word from our fine sponsors on Anthem Country WCMP.
Join us June 14th for a day full of free outdoor experiences.
Oh, I was there last year, and I'm going again.
Join us for the free youth outdoor experience at the Gopher Rifle and Revolver Club in Harris, June 14th. Come for the axe throwing, exhibits, clay pigeon demos from the fire department, arts and crafts, 2,000 ears of sweet corn. There's really too much to mention. And kids that sign up before May 31st get a free t-shirt. Register now.
It's easy to sign up. There's a QR code on the Facebook page.
Get the QR code today. Visit Long Spurs of Sunrise River.
It was awesome.
Honeymoon, here we come. Where's our car?
It's been stolen.
We'll call our insurance agent. I'm right here.
Oh, hey, Jen. You got our invite.
Love the dress.
Are we covered for this?
Of course. That's why you chose auto owners. We work together to get the right coverage. So when the unexpected happens, you know you're covered.
That's simple human sense.
Your local auto owner's agent is Pine Insurance Agency. Visit them at pineagency.us today. pineagency.us.
And we're back here for the top of the 6th inning. Cody Gustafson still on the mound. Gustafson here this year pitching has gone 7 innings, has a 1.29 ERA with 4 strikeouts, and has only allowed 2 runs. Meanwhile, the first pitch here to the leadoff man for Nowthen, that is Kevin Becker, is swung on and will get down. And Caleb Hogberg cannot make the play. So Becker will reach. Tough one to read for Hogberg. Couldn't quite read it as well as he probably should have, and leads to an error. The first of the evening for Hinckley. Now at the plate is Gavin Gary, I apologize. As he looks at a 2-0 after the first 2 from Gustafson miss. And the pitch swung on and missed. Got him out of his cleats there. 2 balls, 1 strike to Carey. And the pitch from Gustafson swung on and missed. Evens up the count, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. And another strikeout for Gustafson here this evening, as that is out number 1. Gustafson came in the 4th, got 2 strikeouts, and then 1 now here with 3. And at the plate is 18, Evan Smith, and he looks at ball 1. That one is swung on, lifted out towards right. Erickson dropping back, he makes the grab for out number 2. Bryce only had to take a couple steps back, and a good catch by him. Now 2 down. Runner at first, and to the plate is number 39, the lefty Coleman. First pitch to him. Didn't swing all the way around, tried to hold up, but that is strike 1. Flew out to right in his first at-bat, back in the 4th. A 1 on the way to Coleman. Got a piece of that one out towards center. Steele. Good read on it. Stops. Makes the grab for out number 3. Well, no hits. No runs for the Nowthen Knights, and an error by Hinckley. And we move to the bottom of the 6th. It'll be the top of the order for Hinckley as they try to finish it off with 1 run here. They just need 1 run for that 15-run rule. Leading 15-1 on that Embrace Orthodontics scoreboard. Looks like we could see someone new here for the Knights. But we'll wait and see. Now then makes their way back out. It will be Matt V out there once again. He's had a pretty good outing. Not bad. Looks like leading it off will be Ben Sickler. Looks like he'll come in and be the new batter in the 6th. And then Sam Haugen will be due up after him. And then Caleb Hogberg. Well, dominant night for Hinckley. Looking for their 3rd Eastern Mini League win in a row. And their 3rd win overall in a row. Meanwhile, Twins over there on 100.9 FM leading over the Texas Rangers, bottom of the 8th, 6-2. They have 10 hits on the night. So here we go, Ben Sickler coming to the plate to lead it off. And Hinckley needs 1 run to finish off the game. Otherwise, it would end at the top of the 7th. Here's the pitch from Matt V. It's inside for ball 1 as Sickler has to scoot back out of the way. Here's the 1-0 to Ben Sickler. Thought about it, but that one's high for ball 2. That one swung on and fouled out of play. So Ben Sickler turns back around, gets back into the batter's box with a 2-1 count. Here's the pitch from V. That one swung on and hit out towards right center. The center fielder makes the grab for out number 1. Had the entire dugout on their feet for that one, but it is caught for out 1. Now to the plate, Sam Haugen. He hit a 3-run bomb back in the 3rd. Can he do the same to finish it off? That one in the dirt for ball 1. The 1-0. Haugen gets a piece of it, but that one's popped up into right. It is going to get down, though, for a base hit. So base hit for Haugen. And now to the plate is number 53, Caleb Hogberg. Runner at first, 1 down. Hogberg gives a piece of this one out towards center, and it is caught. And throw it back to first, but Haugen is back in plenty of time. And now to the plate, Isaiah Haas. So 2 down. Runner at first for the Knights. Haas 0 for 2. Hit by pitch and a walk back in the 5th. That one in the dirt is going to get by the catcher. Haugen will move into second on the pass ball. So for Isaiah Haas, base hit will finish it off. Big swing and a miss there by Haas for strike 1. 1-1 to Haas. And that's ball 2. Two 1 to Haas. Another big swing and miss from Haas, and evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 down, runner at second, bottom of the 6th. Here's the pitch from V. Oh, another big swing and miss, and he'll strike out for out number 3. 1 hit, no runs for the Knights, no errors by Nowthen, and we move to what is presumably the 7th and final inning. So the Hinckley Knights lead on that Embrace Orthodontic scoreboard 15-1. And we move to the 7th inning, which will more than likely be it. With that, we'll take a quick commercial break and be back after a word from our fine sponsors here on WCMP.
Embrace Orthodontics offers a unique, specialized approach to orthodontic treatment with custom braces or Invisalign. The team at Embrace loves getting to know their patients personally and takes the time to make sure all your questions are answered. Their board-certified orthodontists use only the latest in modern technology to give you the best outcome possible. They work with your insurance company and offer flexible financing options to fit your budget. Call today to set up your free exam and see how Embrace Orthodontics can transform your smile. More online at embracemn.com. That's embracemn.com.
Top of the 7th, again, presumably the final inning. Trey Webetto at the plate. Singled back in the 5th and came around to score as their lone run of the game. Swings and misses at that one for strike 1. Next one is swung on late, well behind that one for strike 2. Gustafson still on the mound. Messed up on his delivery, so he just throws it high for ball 1. And the 1-2 pitch. And did get a piece of it to foul it back. Count stays 1 ball, 2 strikes for Webetto. Next one swung on and missed for out number 1. And now at the plate will be Dustin Rode. 0 for 3 this evening. And that one will be ball 1. That one outside, and that's ball 2. The 2-0 from Gustafson swung right back up the middle. It's going to leave the infield. And so he erases his 0 for night and gets a base hit. So runner at first with 1 down, and Rocco Olson to the plate. First pitch to him is outside. Ball 1. The 1-0 on the way. Swung on and fouled out of play. Ooh, that just missed a car. So now 1-1 for Olson. Pitch from Gustafson. Swung on, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Erickson will throw it back in. So now, runners at first and second with 1 down. And at the plate for Nowthen, Grant Kotoska. Gustafson with the pitch. That one swung on and fouled. And Gustafson will check that runner at second, but nothing doing. Now the pitch. That one swung on out towards right into foul territory. Bryce Erickson tries to make a play on the dive. Cannot get it, though. And it falls into foul territory for strike 2. Love the effort by Erickson. So runners at first and second for Nowthen. 1 down. Kotoska at the plate with a 0-2 count. Gustafson with the pitch. And that's low for ball 1. The 1-2. Swung on and lined out to left, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Oh, and it gets by Sickler out there and left. It's going to score 1. And it's going to score 2. So 2 runs there. That makes it 15-3. And now at the plate, Matt Johnson. He'll come back in. 1 down, runner at second. Johnson was 0 for 2 before getting pinch hit for in the 5th. Next one swung on and fouled out of play. Now a 1-1 for Matt Johnson. The 1-1 pitch. Swung on and hit right to Hogberg at second. He knocks it down. Throw to first in time for the second out. Runner moves to third. So the Knights, Hinckley trying to get their final out to get the victory here. And at the plate, Kevin Becker. Becker 1 for 3 today. Reached on an error in the 6th. Runner at third, 2 down. Got a piece of that one to foul it off. Get that ball back into Gustafson. 0-1 count for Kevin Becker. Gustafson with the pitch. Inside, ball 1. The 1-1 pitch. A slow roller to third. Isaiah Haas. The throw to first in time. And that's going to do it. So that will do it. Now the Knights make it interesting, but they get 3 hits, 2 runs. And no errors by Hinckley. So that'll do it. The Hinckley Knights get the victory here over Nowthen, 15-3. We'll take a commercial break. Be back to recap this one after a word from our fine sponsors here on Anthem Country WCMP.
Minnesota Twins baseball.
Twins 2, Blue Jays nothing, ninth inning. The 0-2 to Varsho. He struck him out! Twins win! Twins
Every
win!
hit, home run, or strikeout on the boat, on the lawnmower, or at work. All the action is right here.
This is Royce Lewis.
This is Ryan Jeffers. Hey, Twins fans, this is Rocco Baldelli. You can catch Twins baseball all season long right here.
The Twins!
On Cool Country 100.9 WCMP.
A Lennox air source heat pump is a high-efficiency air conditioning unit that can also heat your home or business during the spring and fall. It's more economical than heating with propane. Have Dale's Heating and Appliance install your Lennox air source heat pump. Ask Dale's how you can receive up to $1,000 in rebates for your air source heat pump system. And ductless mini splits also qualify for up to $1,000. Visit dalesheatingandappliance.com. Conditions apply. See dealer for details.
Physical therapy. It's one of those services you don't think about until you need it. Pain happens. Count on the team at Physical Therapy Consultants to help. Physical Therapy Consultants, with locations in Zimmerman, St. Francis, Andover, Ham Lake, and recently merged North Branch and Isani, accept all insurance plans, workers' comp, and auto. Their expertise can help you and your body repair. Find out how Physical Therapy Consultants can help you heal. Call 1-888-THERAPY today. That's 1-888-THERAPY. Physical Therapy Consultants.
The mushroom melt is back at A&W. How does this sound? Sautéed seasoned mushrooms and onions with melted Swiss cheese on your choice of a juicy burger or grilled chicken. Then add golden french fries and a medium soft drink. It's the mushroom melt and fries combo at A&W. Now, top it off with a classic A&W root beer float featuring vanilla soft serve and made fresh root beer, all in a frosty mug. Or how about the A&W root beer freeze? Signature combos and delicious treats always at your local A&W restaurant in Pine City.
Back here on Anthem Country WCMP 106.5 FM AM 1350. The Hinckley Knights get the victory over Nowthen 15-3. The Nowthen Knights made it a little bit interesting here in the 7th, and Hinckley was looking for the shutout, but that was torn apart back in the 5th. As Nowthen got their one run, but still a pretty good outing. Starting pitcher Dylan Marcialonis went 3 innings, gave up 2 hits, no runs, 1 walk, and 4 strikeouts. Then for Cody Gustafson, 5 hits, 3 runs, no walks, no hits by pitch, and 4 strikeouts as well. Player of the game, well, actually we got 2 here this evening for the Hinckley Knights. The players of the game for the Hinckley Knights are Max Sickler and Sam Haugen. Max Sickler was 3 for 4 on the evening, 4 RBIs. Sam Haugen on the evening, he went 4 for 5, and he had 4 RBIs, plus a home run, a 3-run homer back in the 3rd. But they both started it off with a triple and an RBI triple, respectively. So, you couldn't have asked for a better start for Hinckley. I guess you could have for home runs, but that's about as good of a start as you can get for a baseball team. A triple for Max Sickler to start it off, and then Sam Haugen with an RBI triple to get the first runs on the board. And that is how they got out to that. What was at one point, what was it, a 15 or 13-0 lead? So they led 13-0 at one point, and only a couple of runs away from getting the 15-run rule in the 5th inning, but Nowthen was able to score that 1 run. And Hinckley was not able to get the runs needed to get the 15-run rule in the 5th. They were able to get the 10-run rule, though, here in the 7th to end the game a little bit early, 2 innings early. So, but they'll take it, they'll take it. So the Hinckley Knights get the victory, 15-3 over Nowthen. And for Hinckley, they now move to 5-5. They are now even at 500 at 5-5. On the season, move to 3-0 in Eastern Mini League play, and will now have 27 runs for and 4 runs against. That's pretty darn good, if you ask me. But for the Knights, they are not done this week. They have 2 more games coming up this week. They'll have one on Friday at home against the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs, and then one at Saturday at home against the Cambridge Bandits. We will be here on Friday for the game against the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs. So stay tuned on Friday. WCMP will be here for the Knights game as they host the Chisago Lakes Bulldogs coming up on Friday. That, again, will be at 7:30 p.m. Again, if you want to stay tuned to all things local sports, whether it's Town Bowl or high school sports or even regional and national sports, you can stay tuned to the morning shows over on 95.5 FM KBK with Adam Hefty at 7:30 and 8:30, or on 100.9 FM with Josh Amiron at 7:45 and 8:45. And then you can stay tuned to our websites on WCMPradio.com and KBK.com. Go to the sports tab, click on broadcast schedule. That's where you'll find all the links for the games that we have coming up that week. That is subject to change. Also can find interviews with coaches and players on our websites, plus articles from games we've been at. And another great way to stay tuned is our social medias. Our Facebook pages for both stations, our Instagrams for both stations, and our Twitter at WCMP Radio for all things local sports, breaking sports news, LOI signings, broken records, interviews, games coming up, articles, all that and much more on our social medias. So be sure to like, subscribe, follow, do whatever you got to do to stay tuned to our social media pages. If you're watching this on our YouTube, I encourage you to press that like button and hit that red subscribe button. What that does is not only does that help us out with views and also get our games out there to more people who want to watch, but what it does for you when you subscribe, what that does for you is it gives you a notification anytime that we go live with local sports. And all you'll have to do is click on the notification, and it will take you right to the live video. So be sure to like and subscribe to the YouTube page. I want to thank all of our fine sponsors who sponsor not only this, but all the other broadcasts that we do throughout the year. We want to give a huge shout out to them because if it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to be out here. And also a huge shout out to you, our loyal listeners, because, again, if it weren't for you, well, they look at the broadcast and say, hey, there's nobody tuning in, so there's no reason for you to go out. But since you're tuning in and continue to tune in, well, they tell me that I get to come out and continue to broadcast sports, and I love to do that. So I appreciate you for tuning in, our loyal listeners. Again, it means everything in the world to me when we have listeners who tune in. I know it's not for me, but you keep giving me a job to do, so I am fully appreciative for that. Again, the final here in this one, the Hinckley Knights get the victory over Nowthen, 15-3. They'll play again on Friday at home against Chisago Lakes and Saturday at home against Cambridge. We'll be here Friday for that game. But for WCMP Anthem Country, I am Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remember to be kind to everyone. You never know what someone is going through, and your kindness could really make their day. It costs nothing to be kind. It is free. And especially in today's day and age, we need to be that much more kind. It doesn't take much. I promise you, it does not take a lot to make someone's day better because of kindness or just being, just being nice. It doesn't take a lot. Take it from someone who has experience at it. It just doesn't take a lot. So we all need to be a little bit more kind. So for WCMP, I'm Ethan Game Day Gilman. Thanks so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your night.